Hello everyone, good evening and welcome to this week-long tutorials. My name is Nicolina Janelle Sabanka. Others know me as Nicolina, others know me as Janelle. I'm actually the CEO for Royal School of Fashion and Millinery Design. It's actually a school which teaches fashion. We teach millinery, we teach beads making, we teach decoration, we teach engagement packing, and we do all as well too. So if you have any party, any wedding that you want us to come and do decoration, we are there. If you also want bridal facilitator, hats, fans, whatever whatsoever you want, we also do them. You can contact us for that as well too. This particular training session promises to be exciting, engaging, very practical as possible for you to understand every bit of it. I know some actually didn't register because they are kind of skeptical about what this whole program is all about and what it's actually going to entail, because some actually confided in me with the fact that they've actually enrolled in others which didn't meet their expectation. But hey there, if you don't actually risk it, you can't get what you want. We also have to risk to learn from other people and learn from other sides as well. That's why we also are here, to be able to impact onto you. Okay, as you can see, my table is so full of materials and then equipment and whatever you can think of for this particular tutorial session. But before we dive into the practical aspect, I want you to know much more about millinery and what millinery entails, because if you are getting into something, you should know a brief something or a brief history about that particular thing. Someone may ask what's millinery, or someone will want to know what millinery is all about, because others have not heard of it. Others have heard the word millinery but do not know what it is. All we know is fascinator. Millinery is actually a broader aspect. It talks about the fascinator, the hatinator, the pill balls, the turbines, whatever headgear you can actually think of. So millinery in natural sense, it's a craft, right, or an art of designing a headgear, a hat, or a headpiece, whatsoever it is. It falls under millinery. This word actually came about in the Middle Ages, whereby someone from Milan is known as a milliner. So in natural sense, when you are engaged in millinery work, you are known as a milliner. That's the word for you. So you are a milliner when it comes to this aspect. So the word actually evolved from Milan, whereby someone from Milan is known as a milliner, and it came because of the aspect of the fact that Milan is actually a fashion home and then a textile home. Is where fashion and then textiles originated from. That is why we came about this particular name for it. And then the name Faclscinator also came about somewhere in 1500 BC thereabouts, whereby the first ever hat was discovered in Denmark, and actually it was made from a material by name felt. And I'm very sure some are new to these things. Actually, I know this hat is very common in town. So when you go to town and you see this hat is actually made from a material by name felt. So this is what the first ever hat, which was discovered in Denmark, was made from. It was made from felt, and it was actually designed for the soldiers to be able to protect their head from any form of injury or whatsoever, because they were at the battlefield. So it was more like a helmet for the soldiers to protect their head against any form of injury, as you may put it. But then let's not forget that the word fascinator, started also evolving somewhere in the middle 1980s, whereby it actually has evolved throughout the time, whereby Greece, during the time of Greece, whenever they are having the Olympics game, what happens is, after the game, whoever emerges as a winner is given an olive leaves hat, which is the hat is actually made from olive leaves, and it signifies the prestige and then the honor being given to such individuals. So hat in itself is seen of millinery, fascinator, hatinator, pillboard is seen as more of a thing of honor. You can use the Britain, for example, Queen Elizabeth, or whatever you can think of, like the royal family. Actually, anytime there's a royal event, you kind of see series, different size and different kinds of millinery work. You can see some as high as whatever you can think of, and this thing signifies the prestige and then the kind of pride being placed on the occasion. So it's not every occasion that you get to wear hat, but then you see people wear hats at weddings, parties, or at weddings and funerals. This signifies the kind of prestige that is being placed on that particular event. So hats or millinery is something that has evolved with time, and it is not going to stop now because it is fashion. And talking about fashion, Diana Spencer, as we know her to be Princess Diana, she was the one who made hats, and then Faclscinator became very common in the whole of Britain, and then has spread to other parts of the world. Aside from her, we can talk about Queen Elizabeth II, who is also a lover of hats. And according to a report, it states that Queen Elizabeth has almost over 5,000 hats alone to her credit, and she's still alive and she's still kicking. There are other more royal events that are coming up, and so you are better to think that definitely she'll be having more of this hat. So if one person is having 5,000 and more hats, then you should know the kind of prestige which is placed on hats and fascinators as a whole. And there's not now that it's going to stop. Fascinator has come to stay. The only thing is, it's just going to go. It's going to go through a series of changes and series of evolving. It will evolve with time, and as time goes on, other more wilder style and wilder crafts of it will come up. Just as this program is about to start, this is just a preliminary stages of the whole program. I want you to be open-minded to learn. Just be open-minded to learn everything that has to do with this program, because it will benefit you. I know you didn't pay 30 Ghana cedis just to come and watch what we do here, but you pay because you want to learn something. So just be open-minded about everything that is going on, or everything that you see. Put it into practice. After every material we've placed, every video we've placed on the the group, what we'll do is we'll do group calls, and then be able to do it after showing the practical. We'll be able to do the practical with you. Whilst you are doing, you're also doing it for you to see how this whole thing entails and this whole thing goes. So don't be left out. I know you are skeptical about coming involved because of scam and other things. So this video should be a proof that we are not joking, or we are not just coming to take your money or anything whatsoever. We are here to make you understand and teach you. If it's about your 30 Ghana cedis, we have people who teach, we take 1,000 and other things. If it is about the 30 Ghana cedis, we didn't do much, but we just want to impart whatever knowledge we've acquired, to also for people to also be able to have something doing. So this is just the preliminary stage. We're talking about what millinery is. Now you know what millinery is. When someone says millinery, you know it. It's not something new. When someone says it, you know what it entails. And you've also gotten to hear a little bit of history about millinery and accent. The next video will be diving into the types of millinery we have, the difference, so that you'll be able to differentiate between a fascinator, a hatinator, a pillboys, and then we also get to talk about the materials and then the terminologies used when it comes to millinery work. So don't go anywhere, just stay with us. Other videos too will be coming forth. As I said, be open-minded about everything we are going to learn here.